Going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Oh, we got patch day, y'all. Patch day has arrived. We're gonna go through the patch notes here in just a moment. Still rendering down my morning coffee. Takas Shadow Shot Zorakoi, what's up, man? I've been thinking about sending you a message, Zorakoi, asking you about that game you're always playing. QT, Necked? How y'all doing? What's up, the John? Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Eli, what up, what up? Is it Eli? Or am I just massacring that? Chris, how you doing? Omni Legends? Yo, yo. It's one of those idle games, Urukoy. Can't skip 10 mods anymore. That's glorious, man. That is glorious. I mean, how long has that feature been being requested? Shit, and I just re-rolled mods yesterday. I didn't skip any. I re-rolled 3 mods yesterday. They auto-accept to bring up a congrats screen. Yeah, we're going to go through the patch notes here in a minute. Finally got the Countess, and dragons do indeed go burr. That they do. Let me get this off my back before we get started here today, y'all. Let me tell you what the greatest goddamn scam in the world is. So you guys ready for this? All right, kiddos. Keep in mind, you know, any of you all who are not responsible for upkeeping the landscaping around your own home, keep this in mind before you go out and spend any money. Deer-resistant rose bushes are a complete scam. Just saying. They sell rose bushes specifically saying they are deer-resistant, meaning deer won't eat them. It's all bullshit. The deer ate all the rose bushes. All of them. All right, I got that off my chest now. It's a bunch of horse shit, y'all. It's a bunch of horse shit. All right, let's see if we can't find us some patch notes here. They posted them on Steam today, it looks like. I'm sure they posted them elsewhere also. No, that's display. There we go. There's some patch notes. Let's do a quick zip through these. Okay, skip to wave now grants bounce mana past wave 70. The formula is base build mana plus DU divided by 150 times wave number minus 70. So, for example, Gates of Dragonfall on wave 131 would be 800 plus 600 divided by 150 times 131 minus 70, or 1,044 mana. The multiplier, wave number minus 70, is set to 0 if it goes negative. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Added 20 defender medals. Every check pellet are 5 waves. Got a typo there. Look at me, the guy who can't pronounce anything, pointing out typos. Added survival shards to exquisite bags. That's super nice. Now, I'm assuming, we'll have to see how that goes, but I'm assuming that is a chance at a survival shard, as you've got the chance at other shards too. I don't know, though. We'll have to play around and test it. Okay, survival godly drop chance adjustments. Little Horn Valley, 20% increase. Gates of Dragonfall, 30% decrease. Imagine that. Dragonfall Bazaar, 20% increase. Greystones, no change. Decrease. Wow, decrease on Ramparts. Didn't expect that one. No change. Assault on Throne Room is an increase. Where's the biggest increases? Decrease, decrease, decrease. Increase, increase. The Dead Road got an increase. Catacombs got an increase? Plunderer's Paradise, the Wildest West. So you got Little Horn Valley, Dragonfall Bazaar, Plunderer's Paradise, and the Wildest West. It's weird to me that Wild Westival got no change. I guess it was probably already good in a good spot. Alright, increased Thick Vines damage by 33%. Added a 5-second cooldown on Struck by Inspiration. That's not that bad. Because figure where you're using it on is on characters that have a much longer cooldown. So a 5-second cooldown is not bad on that at all. Increase brace for impact duration from 3 to 6 seconds. Fix an issue where anti-heal wasn't working on EMPs. Evolve wasn't relative to the current chaos tier. I learned that one the hard way. Fixed rupturing smash, only stunning one enemy. Survival wave checkpoints being awarded one wave early. Heroic wave not working. We want to check that right away. Fixed a problem where the blacksmith would break with one material. Fixed mana not be getting dropped on Tornado Canyon and Tornado Highlands. All right, so we got some good fixes in there. Let me get my windows all functional again here. And let's jump in and check out some of these items line per line. Do I have access to gorse bush seeds? I'm not sure on that one, Shadow Shot. I'll have to look. All right, first things first. Let's do a with and without the new shard. Patch notes doesn't say about the reroll thing, but it's in. That's awesome. I mean, that's been a feature that people have been asking for ever since rerolls have been a thing, you know? If deer somehow try to eat gorse bushes, they're going to get a not-so-pleasant surprise. Well, it's got to be something pretty, too, you know? I live with my wife and mother-in-law, so I don't know what those look like, but are they pretty? Oh, so pretty. All right, so we got our crane stance at 6. We got all our cooldowns are up. Let's give it a whirl here. 965 million. So that is back to an extent. Let's see what my single projectile does. It's going to be tough to judge this one. I got the Drago cooldown up, so I'll have to compare it with that with one cooldown on for focused. Looks like 3306 and a regular attack. A boosted attack, 13402. All right, let's do this. Heroic Convergence. 3306. Well, it shouldn't have adjusted because it affects the boost. So let's try it with the boost. 15292. What was the first number? It was Drago up. Let's get our Drago cooldown back. 15292. Oops. 13402. All right, so that's definitely a nice increase. Let's look at the nuke value, though. Let's wait for Drago to come back up. Well, they never promised the feature, is the thing, Shadow Shot. It's something that was always asked for, and they never really promised it. IDHC added it in like an hour? Yeah, but IDHC is a fucking superhero. That's not, like your standard human that would have taken like 17 months. You get a warning box pop up now if you are re-rolling mods and you roll a 10. What's the patch notes involved? It's mainly hot fixes this time around, Merry Xmas. There is a link to it in the YouTube description down below. Alright, let's see. Alright, we got our crane stance up. 1.1. What was that? 1.1 versus 900 and some million. So the deal with heroic convergence is it's kind of the it's kind of like the selfishness shard. While heroic wave is active, you gain an additional 58% hero damage and 20% ability power. However, the damage boost of heroic wave is reduced. So it makes you do more damage, but it doesn't boost your party as much. So this will be one that you want to move in and out versus selfish play or group play. I don't have enough to guild it yet, do I? No. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. I want to look at the tree thing, too, because, I mean, that's like the long-time fantasy has always been being able to make your tree do something that didn't involve a bug. Empiric, thick vines. God, I see all these all for one shards, but if I go to try to guild them, it's not going to be enough. 250% of your tree's defense health. Does it work in the tavern? Let's see. It does. And it crits. And then as you upgrade it, your health goes up, so the value of it should go up. Did it go up or did it not go up? Let's see. Yeah, 651 or 455,000 crits. 859,000 crits. So yeah, it about doubled. Well, I think it's more a matter of something a fun addition more than anything else. Plus, it will make automation proc, I'm assuming. Now, what happens if we get rid of that and go with that? It didn't make a change. It did put the right shard in, right? Yeah. Maybe if I rebuild it. It's base HP. I mean, it's not really enough to do anything, but I think you could find a reason to use it just for, like, fun factor, maybe. Which, God forbid you do something fun in a video game, y'all. You can AFK C10 with them. Well, I mean, the Power Surge tree build has always been a thing ever since it's been a thing. It's a hot fix, so it's a lot of changes and issues. I think the biggest quality of life thing is that 10 out of 10 mod deal. That's pretty huge. I rolled some mods last night, but I don't know what relic to do yet. I rolled this defense rate. I rolled that anti-chaos as well. And then I had that one. Yeah, the Nuke Monk was fixed. I'm going to end up doing another Nuke Monk video here soon, I think. I'm going to have to move my stuff around too. Before we do any actual runs today. I tell you what I need. Oh, one other thing. I got a shitload of bags, don't I? Let's get the deck set back. We'll get the lovely Miss Jade out. Survival shards. And like I said, I'm assuming it just adds to the pool, because I didn't pop open yesterday's bags. I was trying to get to 100. But now that I know survival shards are in there, I'm going to crack them open right now. Looks like we can do about a 10 at a time and fill a bag. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on the shards. I think I'll get lucky and get a 10 out of 10 out of this mess, huh? Well, you know what? Let me try something for science. Alright, what do we got? Weakness targeting. That's a survival shard. Weighted stone. We've got gilded. There's another range pylon, which we were working on gilding. There's that thick vines. I don't know if heroic convergence. Getting a lot of them. It's weird too. It seems like, you know, I know RNG is RNG, but it seems like I get the same shards over and over and over again. Right, we will scrap all that. Actually, let me look at these swords. Finding a good sword is... It's so weird that it's like the most generic weapon in the game. That's weird. That was 10 packs. Nine out of 10 is not a 10 out of 10. So it doesn't matter to me what it is. I'm not going to use it. It's junk if it's not 10 out of 10 for... With exceptions, of course. But those exceptions, I have the slots full already. Stoking Fury, we still need to gild. Using the Starfall ability has 26% chance. You know I don't have that one gilded yet, so I'll keep it for now. Spirit Blessing I still need to gild. Satellite Strike, I think I have that one gilded already. Yeah, it's right there. Another all for one. I think I've got one of those gilded, but I'm not positive, so I'll keep it just in case. All right, now what I wanted to see was if I got more canisters. Since I was opening the box, which I got two. I think I got two last time too. So it seems like a little bit of RNG. What happened? Did I sell that? Yeah, I did. 17.3%, but ability power. Yeah, you can right-click coins, Apache. Absolutely. You just re-rolled your mother last night and almost didn't get it. Oof. Oof, oof. I was hoping to get something gilded off of these when I saw that. Alright. We are getting canisters. This axe right here is just glorious looking. That's a no. We still want to gild that. EMP shells in the chest. We got that one gilded already. Here's that Stoking Fury. Long shot. We're getting a nice amount of survival shards here. I think I wanted to gild another one of those. As I know I've got one gilded now. Jesus, I'm filling my inventory with shards. WTF. EMP shells. No. No. Alright, what do we got here? Where the 10's at? Where the 10's at? Yeah, you get 100,000 gold coin, but that's every 5 waves. So it's basically the base gold earned from doing a normal expedition map. But if you've done any ancient power resets, then it doesn't... I mean, it's not supposed to be the gold farm, you know? Thanks for following there, Ander. Alright, let's look at these cans. No, and no. What's up, Beepsis? Alright, we got 25 more. They've said several times that there's no waiting to shard drops. So it's, although it feels like there's some kind of waiting, they've straight up told us a bunch of times that there's not. It doesn't seem like we got more canisters out of the thing. Dissolute Armor we want to guild. Stoking Fury we want to guild. Like I said, I think I've got that one gilded already, but I'm not positive. Look at them all. There's tons of them, of survival shards here. Scrap that. That. I think we might have enough to guild range pylon now. What do I have that on? Well, I know I have it on my reflect beam, right? No, I don't. I got health pylon on my reflect beam. It is on... I think it might be on you. There it is. Boom. 10 free bag slots, y'all. 10 free bag slots. Deal, yes. Thank you very much. Free bag slots. Going on, Cosmic? Not 110 drop has been brutal, huh? That sucks there, Geek. I've done a little bit of grinding the last week. It's been a while since I've stayed up late playing any video game for that matter. I mean, when I say late, I mean late. 3, 4 in the morning. And this update has had me up at 3, 4 in the morning. Alright, no love there. Alright, we got 11 more. Got lots of motes out of the deal, which is nice. Right. We will gild that. Don't need that, don't need that. We still want to gild that. Oh, man. Oh, man. I needed both of those. I still need to gild ramping beam. No 10s for me. Boo. That's a cool looking axe too. The mana axe. Molten Edge. Some of these swords look so dang cool, man. It's my only request. LOLs, IDHC, if you're watching, when you put another boss in the game and you make a special boss weapon, if you want to recolor something, do an Infernal Combustor, man. It is the best looking polearm in the entire game. It looks so good. Recolor or reskin an Infernal Combustor, and you will have like an instant fanboy out of me. Just saying, just saying. The thing with these, you can do them one at a time, but you can also just sell the stack, and it gives you the full value. You just look at my broke ass. Deathwing is cool, Trapzilla. Deathwing is super cool, but it is not an Infernal Combustor, man. It is just not an Infernal Combustor. The Infernal Combustor has glory written all over it. I mean, it says it. Like, it should just be stamped along the side of it. Pure glory. Yeah, the monk weapon. I think I've scrapped them all. Do I have one? No, I don't have one here. Do I have one here? The other non-Infernal Combustor one? Yeah, it doesn't look like I have one here. I think I threw them all away. Alright, so what were the hot maps again? It is the Wildest West, Plunderer's Paradise, Dragon, or no, that's a decrease, and Little Horn Valley. All got the big buff. Not that those are the only maps you should grind, but there's a reason, I think, why those got a buff. I found a wave dancer the other day. What are you looking for on the wave? The wave blade. You're talking about the staff or the polearm. I found that wave blade the other day. It was sadly 2 per second. It is heavy. Catacombs got 15%. It's just another game mode, Beepsis, so you can try it whenever you want. The scaling starts right at Chaos 1. So if you start in at wave number 1, you can start from the beginning and try to climb, see how far you can climb. The thing to note about survival is the gear, they removed the gating from survival, where you can grab a higher map with your friends. But with that in mind, the gear that drops is got an RNG element, but it's based off of your current Oh, do I still have rerun in my tags? Let me see. Yeah, let me get rid of that. There we go. My bad, my bad. There was nobody streaming last night except some rando that was doing a rerun. And you know, I figured I would queue it up there for the folks watching. Or the folks that still need their drops. Alright, there we go. It has been fixed. Not to confuse Onslaught and Survival, though. That's a feature that was added to Survival. So everyone always refers to 999. People have said, I don't know where this started, but I've heard it from many, many people. But people have said that Wave 131 is the equivalent of Onslaught 999. And like I said, I don't know where that generated from, but that's what people tell me. Oh, IDHC said it in Discord. Well, there you go. Straight from the big enchilada. So what do we think? I'm tempted to do some viewer games today. I gotta fix my defenses, huh? What do I have set up? Looks like I got dragon set up and oil. Like I said, I'm ready to do another relic, but I don't know what I want to do yet. I debated on doing a ramping voltage relic. I think I'd want defense rate, ramping voltage, and maybe anti-chaos. Or pardon me, maybe controller. Well, that's the thing. They're not going to waste. If you had fun playing them, then that's what you got something out of it, you know? You got your enjoyment out of it. Yeah, that's all fixed now, so nobody will have to worry about that anymore, the mod issue. I fixed mine, but I had to do it the hard way. Which was lower it all the way back down to campaign and then raise it all the way back up. And you notice I no longer have uniques there. How could that be? Because I've been trying some different stuff. 7 defender medals, is that what I got? Well, I've been spending them, man. I ain't afraid to spend the DMs. Let's look on the browser and see what's out there. See what people are doing. The Gates of Dragonfall. Imagine that. I want to do something different. What do we want to do? Where do we want to start? Oh, I blow DMs like they're nothing, Trapzilla. I could go through like max DMs daily, just doing dumb stuff. Lifebreak Forest, what was the Lifebreak Forest got a negative multiplier though, didn't it? On the loot. I mean, not that that matters, but I mean, obviously we see these numbers now in the patch notes, so we want to go to somewhere that got an increase, not a decrease. So increases, we got Little Horn Valley, we got Assault on Throne Room, we got Rampart Siege, we got Nimbus Reach, the Dead Road, Siphon Site D, Dragonfall Sewers. There's a bunch of them. There's actually more increases than decreases, it looks like. I haven't counted them up, but at first glance, it appears that way. So the loot. IDHC says the loot is going to rain from the sky. What do we want to try on Wildest West? I feel like railguns are good on Wildest West. Let me check for shards real quick first again, too. What was it? It was range pylon I just gilded, right? That freed up some inventory. All for one, maybe? Have one there. I think I got one on my boost star right now. Somebody been playing Gate to Dragonfall. Let's get rid of that. We'll just go with Vamp. Let me see. I gotta have another all for one in here, right? Then I can just look at. These range pylons can go now, huh? I'll keep one just in case. Where the all for ones at? Good lord, look at my inventory. No way I have enough to gild thick vines. Spirit Blessing, there's one. Alright, can we gild another one? Oh, we're nowhere near. Do I have a bunch of them in here? Oh, it was Ramping Beam. Ramping Beam I don't have very many of. 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got like 7 or 8. Nope, I guess I'm not ready to gild another one. Yeah, you can't accidentally sell shards. You know? Sell all. It sold nothing. Oh, I have never deleted a shard by accident. Plus, if you do that, you can always buy it back. You know? Assuming you haven't transitioned yet, of course. Was there something else I could gild? I definitely need to free up some inventory here. Because I am just, like, filling up, man. Oh, what a dirty play on numbers. I looked and saw 36,524. It's 36,254. Turn that back in there. All right, let's see. I want to go one of the 20%ers. The 20%ers were Wild West. What was it? Nimbus Reach. Oops. Nimbus Reach. What were the other two? Let me look again. God dang, I keep forgetting. Little Horn Valley. And Plunderer's Paradise. I think Plunderer's Paradise has got some mad potential. I really do. Science by Stu, what up, man? Let's go to Wild West. We'll do a low start on it, and I'll just open it up public. So anybody that wants to join, feel free. I never selected a map. That's not the Wild West. Go to 61. I think the 61 is the start of Chaos 10 gear. I should be. I wasn't yesterday, though. I was telling everybody I was on West when I was on East. Yeah, I'm on West now. West is the best. West has the least issues, y'all. The least amount of players, which also seems to transition to the least amount of server issues. Like, I almost never have server issues. Now, granted, I live like a 2-hour drive from the US West server. Let's see. I don't want to do birds. I've been doing so much dragon stuff. I don't want to do more dragon stuff. Sorry, dragons. You're being stripped of all of your hotness. I do like her, though, and I want to play her. I'll play the engineer and the monk. We'll go Engie Monk today. I finally got a weapon squared away for her. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Obviously, 18.9%, so my vanity fails. And it could be a higher hero health roll. And I haven't re-rolled the main stat yet, of course. Because I'm broke. But I got me a Focus Power, a Flame Eater, and a Bouncing Phoenix. Yeah, the monk heroic boost got fixed. Let's go, let's bring our lovely adept into the picture, I guess. Or initiate, pardon me. So when I got a water aura with anti-heal and basically full utility. All right, let's try the Wildest West. I'm on US West. Feel free to hop in and join. I'm doing an early start. That way anyone can jump in. But don't hesitate to jump on in if you are one pro tier mofo. I am not going to complain. So sorry, y'all. The allergies, you know, it's like autumn is like nearly here. It's like, what, at the heat or the height of the summer. And my allergy issues are just so crazy right now. Every time you all hear that little push to mute click, the fix was heroic boost wasn't working. Now it is. There's patch notes in the YouTube video description down below there, KBF, if you want to read through it all. Anyway, all those push to mute clicks you guys hear are me hacking to death. And blowing my nose because it's just running like a mofo. Well, I mean, it's worth gilding any shard that you use for the most part. Sometimes you don't need a gilded shard, For example, like the monk. You know, we all know I love me some monkage. You don't need a gilded inspiration shard. You don't even need to fully upgrade your regular shard, because your cooldown or your uptime on your heroic boost is going to be 100%. Just with, I don't remember how many upgrades it is. I think like maybe 7, 6, 7, or 8 upgrades, and it's at your uptime is 100%. If I didn't guild auto repair, it's because I didn't have the shards, not because I didn't want to guild it. But let me check. Did I make this private? Shit, I think I made it private. It's habit. Sorry, y'all. Any advice for C8? Yep, C8 is... There's actually an enormous playlist on my YouTube channel of every tower in the game versus C8. You got spiders that web the ground where they die. That will debuff defenses. So the key is don't have defenses there where the spiders die. So use tower type defenses. Or any defense with good range. Alright, auto repair. Somebody was asking about. God, man, it's going to take forever for me to find it like this. Let me see. Let me find it like this. Yeah, I gilded it. 5%. Ungilded, it's what? Ungilded, it's 4%. So it's only 1%. But if you have a 1 HP loss, you're going to wish you had that 1%, right? God dang it. I'm here now. Now I got to check people's shops. Because I've still got 15 million gold left to blow. Never done blowing all the gold. Oh, shit. I don't feel good about spending 15 million on that, but that's probably the going rate now. That and it's campaign level. But I'd have to upgrade it back. That's one of the things I need right now, though. Damn it. I don't want to just drain myself to nothing. One Punch Man? Is that really One Punch Man? Yeah, see, you'll find if just with the proper shards and defenses that you don't even need any CC and C8. You can just spam towers, super boost them, and call it good. That's your friend with the swap damage. That's probably a normal price now, because I know the prices are really up, really high right now. So that is probably a normal price. Alright, let's try this again. What are we going to use on it, though? Get some railguns going for sure. Let's just go railgun and Nimbus again like we did yesterday. So Wave 61 starts, so anybody should be able to join. It's public. I'm on US West. Let's get it. Let's get it! The new skin for Abyss Lord is awesome. I love that diver skin for the Abyss Lord, personally. That thing looks so cool. Some of those new skins are pretty crazy looking now. You can tell a lot of work went into them. Someone just bought the swap damage. In Emporium, is it just the extra bags, a one-time buy, or can I buy one bag? You can buy one bag multiple times. Alright, what are we going to do? We wanted railguns. Mass destruction. Destruction, kinetic energy. What do we want to go with the railguns? Decisions. More railguns. Nah, it's probably not the right answer. Let's see. I should be, am I not? No, I'm not. I am online. We full up anyway. We got ST, we got Accidental Genus, and we got Bubbles. I haven't seen Bubbles in a long time. I kind of want to play with the Nimbus some more. Do you guys mind if I go Angry Clouds a little bit more? I really like those things. What do you guys think? Are those okay? Yay, nay? Anyone? Anyone? Do it. That's all it takes, Omni Legends. The slightest bit of encouragement. Let's get lovely Leafy in the mix. Vicious, Deadly, and... Do we want to buff ourselves? Yeah, let's buff ourselves. Shit. Where's my World Tree McBufferson? There it is. Alright. Let's go tree right there. We're going to go heavier on the railguns than yesterday, though, just because I want to see the railgun glory. Railgun glory! Railguns are just wonderful. Just the coolest looking damn defense in the game. I mean, maybe not in the entire game, but pretty damn cool looking. Let's go like that. We're gonna need you for a minute. Where are you? There you are. We'll go like that. Looks like it's close enough to my boost. And then we need Leafy Girl back. Let me see if I'm going to be able to... I was going to say, did I just derp that big time? Looks like I got plenty more room to go here. Or not really, because my tree placement is bad. Move the tree back. Oh, wow, man. We got a boatload of DU left. Maybe we'll do some other stuff, too. What is that? It's 9 of them? And then that will leave us 20. We'll go back to the old Initiate. Lovingly known as Innie. I should make another Initiate and name her Audi, huh? Oh, man, it doesn't seem very big. We need Mo Bigga. I got Vicious and Deadly on it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, let's do it, y'all. Let's do it. Oh, no volcano. Good call, Trapzilla. How did I not go with a volcano? I think it's criminal not to have a volcano. I feel like I'm just straight up breaking the law here. I don't want to boost today. I want to smash. I want to NG smash. Oh, we got another booster. I could NG smash. Uh-oh. What happened? Just need some upgrades, I think. Oh shit, we got assassins at 61. This is so sketchy. That's so weird that 71 is a way easier start than 61. That is 72. I did 2 vanity resets to get the little orange dot. That is so weird. That 61 is harder than 71. Just because of the assassins, I think. Let's try it again. Nimbus shreds it, like, up into the 90s. The problem is, Trapzilla mentioned it right up front. Didn't put a volcano down. It's just, it's against the law. Literally against the law. Oh, that was Scarnash. Okay, okay. So that's not bad then. You know what? I think I didn't put shards on my Nimbus, y'all. I think that's what happened. Let's see these super hot Nimbus. Are you guys ready for it? Let's see, let's see. Oops. Boom! Angry Nimbus. That couldn't have possibly be what happened, right? There's no way. That was not the angry Nimbus at all. That was the mildly perturbed Nimbus. How many hours I got in DD2? I got enough hours where I can ignore that shit. All right, let's go ahead and throw some stuff on there. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll go with a little mass destruction and destruction. We'll give it a relic just because, you know, hey, Nimbuses need love too. Good lord, man. All right. I got called out on the volcano, so we got to go with a volcano too. Trapzilla said the trigger word, volcano. All right, so let's try this again. Let's try this again. Round 2, now with less derp. We're going to go 61 start again. That way anybody can feel comfortable jumping in. What's up, Cerberus? We public. Let's get it. These Nimbus are so powerful, they don't need relics. Probably not a bad idea to get one, though. Grinding your way to 50 resets and gonna grind Ascension. Once you get your 50 resets in, you won't have to grind Ascension, really. Cerberus, just play, and it will come to you naturally. You'll get the Ascension, you know? We got ST, we got Accidental Genius and Bubbles again. Very nice, very nice. Alright, let's start off with the glory. Let's do the right thing. Actually, I should throw down a buff beam first. Let's do the right thing. And that greatly messes with my my railgun hotness, though. Let's go right here with it. Instead, let's get them railguns popping. Because once again, if I haven't told you already, railguns are love. Railguns are life. Shit, man, I didn't get myself any room, huh? But I want the railguns. All right, it leaves a little room. Not much, but there's a little room in there. Leafy to get her glory on here. What the hell? Nope. I slotted and unslotted her. Poor girl. Volcano derping things up. Shit, man. Am I gonna have to do it? God, I don't want to do it. I feel like I'm gonna have to do it, though. Oof. Oof to the single railgun. No. There's no such thing as 4 Nimbus. We're gonna use all the Nimbus. This is a mess, huh? We got so much DU left. I should rethink this. You know what? We'll put that in last, and we'll move this buff beam over to better accommodate. That is so ugly. We can leave that there. Then we can do this. Still take advantage of that, the rest of the buffs. We'll get Mr. Microwave back out for his hotness. And then that leaves 90 for some reflex. No frost strike, but I think we'll live. All right, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is that got enough? Is there enough glory in that one? Let's check it out. I forgot the snick. Yeah, I mean, obelisk is, like, literally always a glorious idea. Now the Nimbus are hitting stuff. They killing, they killing. Cannon, Oga. Mr. Drakenlord met his maker. Well, we got another cannon ogre. That was a little close. We good now. The railgun's doing anything? Let's say 12 billion damage done versus a Nimbus. 7 billion damage done. So, I mean, to start, the railguns are wrecking it. I love watching this rocket go through the air. Sadly, I see all my misses that way, though. Damn birds need to stand still, for God's sakes. Them birds don't want to stand still. And, you know, we'll do the right thing. Upgrade Volcano first because, you know, Volcano is where it's at. I really need to get that Frostfire Remnants going on this guy. I don't know who the top is these days, but yeah, there's people with crazy amounts of resets. Oh, smacked. I done got slapped. Volcano kind of weak. What are you saying, Takis? It's done 7 billion damage, man. I mean, it's not a railgun. But the Volcano, remember, is there for the glory. It's not there for the damage. I mean, look at it go, for God's sakes. And it's still doing damage. It's not leading the pack in damage per DU spent, but it's still doing damage, you know? It's so pretty, though. What's going on, Andre? How you doing? Oh, yeah. I remember the 10 volcano builds. I remember them well. On this map, the volcanoes actually do an incredible job at flyer support. Because flyers do get pretty intense on this map. And the volcano does great for flyers. I mean, it's not the best damage output per DU spent. But, I mean, we are supposed to have fun there, right? Oh, and no doubt will happen. The multi volcano build. What was that? Oh no! Oh damn! Ew. Not working out. Not working out at all. What a bummer. What a bummer. You're stuck at C9. C9 is definitely a grind point as you're just progressing up. C9 gets to that, it's kind of like gear check stage, you know? Well, you got to have them set up. You're a brand new player, you don't have fishers set up. You're a brand new player, you don't have anything set up. So it becomes to getting, it's a gear check. By gear check, I mean getting your things set up, you know? You can't say, you know, so many people will instantly link a brand new player to the spreadsheet, but a brand new player is not going to have those things. You know? Well, I mean, survival starts off at Chaos 1, Jay, so if you want to pop in and tool around with it, you can always, you can start at the beginning. I mean, Wave 1 is like easy peasy lemon squeezy mode. All right. So what do we do? Poor volcano. Am I going to put the volcano up? It's so criminal, but I think I'm going to put the volcano up. I'm not doing dragons because dragons is what everybody is spamming these days, so I'm not going to do the dragon spam. I mean, I've done my fair share of dragon spam, you know? It's not like I'm saying, no, I won't use the strongest thing. I've already done it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Well, I mean, we had dude, a level 35 guy just completed the campaign join. You get to Chaos 9, you get a Chaos 9 win before you do an AP reset, and your minimum ascension shoots up to max ascension caps. Yeah, we had like a level 35 with like a champion score of 46 or whatever. Join one of our early start runs the other day. I mean, you know, the obvious fix to get up to wave 150 is just throw in walls. Could use that same exact build, but add walls instead. And that would take us up. That would take us up a notch. We also didn't have any CC in that run either. I do want to use some railguns though. Tempting. Here, let's do something different. Grab this. And those. Sorry, Leafy. Let's grab, our boy that can't quite run straight. And let's get some of this and some of that. It's mainly hot fixes there, Royal. It was bug fixes. Let's try it again. So once again, public on US West. Feel free to hop in and join. Defense rate, anti-chaos, anti-melee. It's like the generic relic you throw everywhere. You can use most defenses in the game with that. Tandem Strike is super good, Jay. Well, your minimum ascension doesn't go up unless you climb to a higher point, Andre. So if you want your minimum ascension to go higher, then you've got to play Onslaught. The higher you go in Onslaught, the higher your minimum ascension, basically. Get the buff beam down first again. Yeah, so it was defense rate, anti-melee, anti-chaos. That relic works damn near everywhere. Well, I put those way too far forward. Wow, look at the DU usage. We haven't used anything. Holy crap. I dirt placed them yet again, though. Is that gonna still get buffed? Yep. Well, that one's not getting it. We might need 2 destructive pylons here, huh? Because I've got it all spread out so far. It should blow up our... yeah. So that gets our range fixed for the stuff. There's a bunch left. I mean, shit, with this kind of DU left, we can even do something else, to be honest. Actually, let's do this. Gotta put her back. I did. It still leaves a boatload. And that leaves me, what, 80 left. And then 20. What can we do with 20? Well, we can spread these out, I guess. Since they're just purely for CC. Yep, not enough juice left. Alright, let's give this a whirl. See if this performs a little better. Wave 61, we really shouldn't need a hero buff. No, they're still coming in hot. Going on, Dom? How you doing? I actually like how the talisman works now. I'm fine with it, how it works now. There was a time where I wanted it to be a channeled type thing. I think that was me. I think I got used to it in DDA. Not being able to move around with it. There's the drop chance has been modified dependent on map difficulty. Signs by Stu. It's in the patch notes. A godly item has appeared. I like seeing that. Maybe need to do a little better with the reflex here. Or was that a dive bomber? I'm not even sure what that was. That came in. We lost that. That's weird. Let's do a little better with the reflex here. Like I said, I'm not sure if that was a dive bomber or if that was actually a ranged attack. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I got a reflect up there. I was like, damn, I never put a reflect up there, did I? I took you to the main patch notes. The hot fix is, you know, it's a hot fix. The hot fix of the main patch. It's one of those things, Soph. If I put a link to today's hot fix, then people will want the survival patch notes. If I put a link to the survival patch notes, people will want the hot fix. One of them things. Nah, just like I said, it's the main patch notes. A lot of people haven't been able to play survival yet, so they're unsure of the update and exactly what it brought, you know? That moon though. It is a good looking moon up there, huh? It's very who's that Nightmare Before Christmas guy? How the hell can I not remember his name? Can't remember his name. It's got a very hymn vibe going to it. Yeah, there's 4 of them. It's in the patch notes. No, I mean the guy that actually wrote it. Or directed it, or whatever. I can't remember who his name is. For some reason. I ain't talking about Jack Skellington. Or sorry, Tim Burton. There we go. Tim Burton is homie's name. I couldn't remember Tim Burton for some reason. Jack Skellington, I will remember forever. Tim Burton, however, I forget. Oh, the artists that create. They never get the proper credit. Everybody remembers Jack Skellington. And then additionally, we're getting defender medals now, right? 20 every 5 waves? Isn't that what it was? Which is huge. Huge, huge, huge. I mean, just getting any source of defender medals. Because, like, right now, survival's the new hotness. I want to play survival, you know? Now, I realize that there's going to be daily and weekly quests that I'm going to want to do outside of survival mode. But for the most part, I want to play survival, you know? Better get wrecked. Man, he got wrecked right at the last moment. $520 medals. That's good. I mean, that's a lot of time, though. If you're AFK, that's going to take hours to run. But I guess if you're AFK, you don't care how long it takes. Because you're going to be somewhere else. Yeah. I mean, that's a huge, huge amount of value. Play you some old school RuneScape. That's the real OG grinder right there. What's up, Scorpion? How you doing? It is the real deal there. Well, saving the gear to the vault wouldn't have done anything. It resets all that too. Scorpion. Well, I mean, it doesn't get any more idle than expeditions. If you're looking for just chill gameplay, expeditions are still just super where it's at. It's going to be quicker. You know, you're not going to have to really do anything active if you don't want to. Once you're geared, of course. I'm using... what? Defense rate. I'll look in a minute. I think I'm using like defense rate, anti-melee, and then that AoE mod. I mean, it's your call, Marcus. The key is don't try to re-upgrade everything in between ancient power resets. Basically, you do an AP reset, you don't really upgrade any of your gear until you're done doing AP resets. You don't like go through and spend all the materials to upgrade them every time, and that's what a lot of people do. And they, you know, it's just such a huge, huge waste of resources. No, it's a flat amount. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a flat amount. All of the buffs are flat amounts as far as tower buffs. What about Lavamancer? Is Eruption affected by AP, or is it a flat amount? I'm not certain on that one. No, you don't upgrade relics at all. You don't upgrade anything. That's the thing, is a lot of people don't realize that, particularly for the beginning ones. You do the right thing. You get to Chaos 9 first, meaning you have all of the correct shards now. You do an AP reset. Your Ascension is high enough to go through and do your next bunch of AP resets in the campaign gear that you're wearing. Because your Ascension level is so high, it completely blows out the power comparison, you know? You don't have to upgrade anything. And then if you got an alt set up, because you're allowed to use one alt. Well, yeah. I mean, once you AP, when you start doing AP resets, you spam through them and get them all over with. So if you want to do one AP reset, that's fine. If you want to do 100 AP resets, that's fine too. But get them all done in one stretch. And, you know, the most efficient way to do that, of course, would be by using an alt. Since we're allowed to use one alt, you know? And then it becomes even more Netflix and chillable. Oh, Nimbus. I wanted you to work so good. Survival was not the AFK update, y'all. I don't know why people say that. I mean, if you ever did AP resets and you didn't AFK them, then that's an impressive amount of patience. If you ever climbed Onslaught and you didn't AFK it, then that is an impressive amount of patience. It's the nature of Dungeon Defenders games. All Dungeon Defenders games have an element where you play actively, but it's a loot grind game, you know? We're on DD2 case, a crafting material grind game. So you're going to do massive amounts of crafting material farming. And how are you going to do that? You're going to do it AFK. That's just how it is. I mean, that hasn't changed. You know, look at DD1, look at DDA, look at DDE. You know, if you're playing DD1 and you're like going through the armor grind, which is a big part of the long-term grind in DD1, there's a pretty good chance you're going to be split screening that completely AFK. Or maybe holding down one button. Like you're, you know, holding down your right click or whatever on your Monk Tower booster or whatever. But there's a strong chance you're going to be on all summoners with boost paths completely AFK. In DDE, the same thing. In DDA, it was the same thing. It's the nature of that. I mean, and that's not a bad thing. It's just the nature of a game that requires you do the maps 17 bazillion times. You know, if you're going to be doing anything in any game 17 bazillion times, you're going to end up finding a way to AFK it. That's just how it is with all games, you know? Assuming it's possible, of course. Where with a tower defense game, it's always possible. There's a bag over there. Oh, I didn't look at the Defender medals. Yeah, I was at 7, right? So we got Defender medals. I mean, there's basically, obviously there's more scales to this, but there's basically 2 types of Dungeon Defenders players. There's the playthrough player, and there's the grinder. And, you know, I've got real life friends that I talked into playing DD2, you know, and they like played through the campaign, and they're like, yep, cool game. Fun stuff. Moving on now. You know, and that's the type of player that plays through. And then you've got, you know, obviously, once again, it comes in many, many flavors. But then you've got the grinder. And the grinder's the person that's going to keep playing the game, that likes a grind game, and is going to keep grinding it out and, you know, progressing or developing their account along as far as possible. Yeah, you're allowed to use auto G in all Dungeon Defenders games. Well, in DD2 and in DDA you are. I can't vouch for DD1 whether it's directly officially allowed or not. But in DD2 and in DDA it is. So I would assume it is in DD1 too, but not confirmed on that one. And then, you know, like DD1 has got the maps like, say, well, it's got boss fights. You know, old one fight, you're not going to be AFK in. You know, boss rush, you're not going to be AFK in. You've got places like Poly that you're not going to be AFK in. DDA has the boss fights. DD2's got the boss fights. So that portion of stuff is where the active play comes in. So, I mean, it's all there, but it's a matter of how you decide to play the game. And there's no wrong answers. It's game. It's supposed to be for you to enjoy. If you're enjoying it, then you're doing it right. No matter what the interweb says, if you're having fun, you're doing the right thing. Oh, we don't want to come out, huh? Man, I really want to be able to engineer. One of you guys want to boost for a little while? We can alternate. You know, assuming folks are watching the stream that are playing. Colorblind setting on console. That would always be good in every game. Oh, we got a Countess booster in there. Yeah, I mean, every game with colors needs to have colorblind settings, right? That's just gotta happen. God, it is so hot, y'all. And my AC just pumping too. Holy crap. Man, I cannot wait till the summer is over. Can't imagine being in Texas or Arizona or Florida or whatever right now. I mean, I spent my fair share of time in those places. And my God. Oh, you're in Texas? Well, shit, dude. Houston right now has got to be like hell on earth. I spent a good bit of time in Dallas and Houston, and it's just crazy. Aramir's got the nice chill. Yeah, Deathwing is a incursion drop from Demon Slayer. Chance of. It's a grinder. I can tell you, as someone who has grinded Deathwing thousands of runs, literal thousands of runs, you won't get a good one until you decide you don't care anymore. Once you decide you don't care anymore, you'll just randomly be running the map and a really good one will drop. That's just how it is. This one I got here is a prime example. I disagree. I mean, it's cosmetic, you know. I think Deathwing looks better. None of them look as good as an Infernal Combuster. But yeah, I got a 1,000 under cap roll. Deathwing looks great. But none of it looks as good as an Infernal Combuster. Infernal Combuster is the shit. Officially. Alright, let's get NG out a bit here. Need to get this one dialed in. At a minimum, having Frostfire Remnants on it will add so much fun. Because you get plenty of kills, you know. So your Frostfire is going to be popping. Should have put the anti-heals out a little further, huh? It's because I'm using it as a boost as my destructive pylon too. Blame Gates of Dragonfall. So hot in Phoenix yesterday at 119. Wow. A propane factory? Oh man, that could be crazy. Uh-oh. Quibs done got uppity on me. Damn you, Quibs. I really got to get in the habit of using the rocket before the smash. It's a bad habit I got into. The ignite from the rocket counts as the ignite combo, so you're getting the bonus damage. So you're losing out on 25% damage if you don't rocket them first. And it's I got myself into a habit of going 3-2-1. And I need to be going 3-1-2. I think we're finally getting pushed a little at 69. Or at least look and see if they're burning, you know? Well, like in survival, you get a lot of frost mobs again too, and remember, it's you're dishing out the fire damage, so the rocket's just good against them. The red one is just a different flare. You can't change the color of any of the flares. They're just different flares. The red one is the one from Survival. I don't remember what wave unlock that is, but it's one of the Survival unlocks. It goes up to 200. The last one is at 200. And that one is wings. 126 is the tentacles. Yeah, and then you get the title at 200 too, Endless Master. Uh-oh. Mouse went to poo. What's up, Mouse? Why you pooing on me? What the hell? There it goes. Weird. Still having some unknown USB issues. A new 300 flare? I think that would be awesome. Guess maybe I should spend some of this mana, huh? I think the real kicker, too, with Survival is getting leaderboards going. I think leaderboards will be will add a lot of motivation to grind it out, because so many aspects of DD2 we don't have actual leaderboards. It's race results, and like a lot of the leaderboards got wiped. Like Mastery got all lumped into one. Onslaught is race results and not actual leaderboards. Where Survival is something that anyone can take first place, you know? Just do better. The lower tier Survival walls were useful, but Chaos 10 made walls pretty useful again. Yeah, I mean, they've been very open about it, you know. They'll get leaderboards squared away. It's just not it's not on the priority list at the moment. It's web development. It's a whole different game, you know, a whole different different flavor. Do a sell-all after this. I should have a truckload of, it's been a while, I think, since I got a 10, right? Thanks for subscribing there, Mr. Majestic. I do appreciate it a ton. Welcome, welcome. I got mixed emotions on this cage, too. Common sense tells me it's not doing it a whole lot. But it is pretty damn cool, the molten cage. Caging them all up. It's up to you, JTM. I mean, you could start at the beginning. Wave 1 of Survival is like Chaos 1. The one for quest farming, I think, is almost always going to be the endless loot maps. Demon's Lair is my go-to usually for like the slows. You can knock that out so fast in Demon's Lair. The thing is you're doing it specifically for that quest. And, you know, we got a grind game, so the more multitasking you do, the better, right? But boom! We'll take some exquisite chest action. Thank you very much. You know, I need to look at canisters. Before I just trash stuff today. Boom, there it is. That's what I need to re-roll. I mean, obviously, I'd love to find a better one, but realization says I'm going to have to re-roll it. It was a hot fix for several issues, and then some changes to loot. Easier survival maps got a loot decrease, and the harder survival maps got a loot increase. So, as it should be, really. Uh-oh. What was that? Another archer down. Not sure what it was. Man, that would really suck to scrub out right at 71. Yeah, we scrubbed out right at 71. The Earth Guardians one is going to be good single target damage, but the canister doesn't really matter a whole lot. Unless you're playing a hero damage build. No, I was looking for that mod. Overclock. So I'll end up re-rolling that one. What I'll probably do is backdoor the system. Take it down to campaign level and re-roll it and then level it back up. And the way to backdoor that, of course, we got that as a feature now. So anyone can downgrade their stuff to reroll or whatever. Right here, you can devolve your stuff. But you can backdoor that by, I could hand that to a friend that's about to do an AP reset. Have them do an AP reset and then hand it back to me. And then I got a campaign level overclock for free. So little cheddar cheesery there, but I mean, I don't think that's exactly too game breaking. Why not just speak to the green ghost in town? Oh, me and this green ghost are done with conversations, Wabogo. Me and Mr. Green Ghost are never going to chat again, I don't think. Well, I mean, see, that's the thing, is it's not abuse. It's the old system. That's what you used to do, you know? There is no best map to grind survival. Gates was never the best map to grind survival. Gates was the easiest to climb high. That definitely did not make it the best. It's just, that's the go-to map for grinding high waves. But you can't say that that defines it as the best game mode, or the best way of doing it. Let's see what Trapzilla's selling. He got a soul available in here? No Trapzilla souls available currently. 20% melee chip. Ability power, though. Throw that right in the trash, Trapzilla. That's why it's only 2 million gold. Here's a chaos chip. That's one thing that kind of surprised me, that when they nerfed anti-mods on defenses, that they never changed the weapons. The 60% versus the 50% you get. For anti-chaos. Yeah. Marks no longer exist in the game. Marks are just medallions now with a different tooltip logo. It's a vanity item. So it's an old item. That's why they cost so much. It's not, they're not better. It's just, it's a vanity item. It's exactly the same as a medallion, though. But they do look cool. I think that one's probably my favorite graphic. But that one looks nice. There's a few of them that look nice. I want to use Focused AP, Crossfire Remnants, and then probably that Overclock. I mean, that one just seems like such a no-brainer, right? Oh man, I haven't expected somebody in town in so long. Forgot what it looks like. Yeah. That would be the shit right there. Just give it to me, Trap, that's all. Never mind that it's not a tradable item that's already been tinkered. I wants it, and I wants it now. For today's hotfix, it's in the description on YouTube there, Joe. Dupe it? Oh no. You will never catch me being a dupey boy. I don't even know how to do it. I don't know what they were doing. They just all got banned, I think. All the dupers. Tell the devs he stole it from me. Well, you see, there's this thing called tracking. Royal. They know who traded what and where what came from. They are not in the dark on those things. The dang tracking. Here's a little golden Betsy. Who's that? David. That's a hot item. We got Trapzilla's got the best cosmetic setup for his NG. What was that? That's a blue Drago, isn't it? Yeah. Blue Drago. So here you go, Trapzilla. Oh, he doesn't have Hypnofish though. Needs Hypnofish. Yeah, it looks snazzy. I don't think that one is upgraded. No, it wasn't upgraded. Alright, actually it is upgraded, but... Actually, yeah, we can use that one. It's got ability power and hero health. That's what I'm... Actually, I want ability power and defense power on this one, I think. No, just from other players, Stu, and the prices have gone up on them considerably. You don't like Trap's head flare? What? Oh, you don't like the little crown? The only ones I don't really like are the mastery crowns. I think the mastery... I gave them so much crap about that when they first came out. The mastery crowns look like glorified princess tiaras. Nobody's using them. Here, I do see people use them a lot. They're way too big. Like, they look super derpy on, like, the Huntress. It's like she's got a big-ass brick on her head. I think it fits in there nicely on the NG. Little leaves popping up out of there, but yeah, I think it fits in there real nice. Real nice, like. You're right, I got a little time left. I got to do some Uber driving this afternoon, y'all. So we won't be going all day. Like, yesterday. I got to get to real lifing. I don't know. Probably my next Twitch-only stream. Which will probably be over the weekend at some point. I'm not sure. Tomorrow is the, I think so. I mean, you know, I'm good at customer service. I worked in casinos for years, so picking up somebody in Uber is like easy peasy in comparison. Got that one godly item. We did get the chest, though. Let's see what we got in there. We got a canister. We got the 500k gold coin. Those don't come around very often. We got weakness targeting. And Molten Battle Axe is pretty cool looking too, huh? Need a juicy head flare I can wear while doing Uber. I don't think people will be near as impressed by it. It is the league start quick, so I mean, I will definitely play PoE tomorrow. I don't know whether or not I will stream PoE because of the Twitch drops going right now, but I'll definitely play some PoE. For certain. All right. I want to get back to the Nimbus again. Let's go to a Nimbus, a little better Nimbus map. I'm still going to DPS on the NG. We can yoink those. Let's yoink that. What would be a good, like, 61 to 81 map or whatever? I personally think Plunderer's Paradise is going to have the highest potential for farming waves, for, you know, for the higher waves. I think you go into Plunderer's Paradise with a well-rounded 3-player group, you're going to wreck that map in. I really do. Yeah, Monk got fixed. Joker. Yeah, all the maps were the same drop rate before. It was 20% on the chests. They will never publish individual drop rates as far as legendary gear or whatever. That will never happen. What's going on there, Acidic? But yeah, it was a flat 20% chance of getting a chest before. What happened to the boat? Let me look at the boat. Did it get a plus? Oh no, it got a 10% decrease. All right, so we don't want to do the boat. The 20% ones were Wildest West, Little Horn Valley. Plunderer's Paradise. There was one more, I thought, right? Looking through the list here now. I guess it's only 3. Was it only 3? They got the 20% increase? Maybe. All right. So actually put a relic on the Nimbus this time and not start it off like last round. I'm on US West. Let me see. What about Tornado Canyon, Tornado Highlands had no change. Rumbled Bulwark always feels like a pretty good one. That one got a 5% increase, though. Temple of the Necrotic had no change. Assault on Throne Room had us increase. Yeah, it's Wildest West, Plunderer's Paradise. And then Little Horn Valley. I still think Little Horn has potential, but that one's going to be a tough one. For sure. Let's see what we can do on it with some Nimbus, though. We'll get a little horn going. Let's drop it way down so we can do it public. Go to 61. Oh, I don't care how easy it is. I just want to do some public matches with some people. I'm so curious on the DD next. I know it's way too early. But God, I am so curious. I mean, you got to give them time to make the game. It's not like they just pooped the game out. Poop game. You know. But damn, am I super curious about that game. Alright, I feel like we should, since we're going to kind of be using them as walls, we might want to thicken them up a little bit. And I don't think we're going to need to double stack the range. So let's just go Vicious. And then we'll go Juggernaut to give them a little bit of health. I mean, the hero buff I want to keep. But if we got rid of the hero buff, we could play around with that new shard. Let's do that. Now if I can just find it. Actually, if we're going to do that, we're going to want auto repair system too. Alright, we'll do all the shards. Shoot, man. I will never find it. I keep too many shards in my bag. Auto repair will be easy to find. But I can't remember. There it is. Thick Vines. And I don't have that anywhere near ready to guild yet, right? No. Still need, what, 4 more? So we'll go Thick Vines, and then we'll go auto repair. See, we're going to need to thicken these boys up a little. Oh, that was something I wanted to check. Does Health Pylon, because Health Pylon increases the base damage, is it affecting the damage output from Thick Vines? Curious on that one too. We'll have to check that one out. Next servers may throw at this from over here. What to see? There's Guardy. Should be an auto win now, right? Guardy showed up. Alright, so that leaves us 800, which is a pretty thick amount. This is about the center, right? Do this instead. Get that in. Let's get that in. A little bit too close there. Boo. I'm going to be able to go 2 here, huh? And then that leaves 30 left. I don't have enough range on my frost strikes to make a super thick boy. I feel like the thing to do would be to give a little protection over here with anti-heal, maybe. I don't know, let's see. We might get beat down in the first wave. Let's see how it goes here. The only real thing you should do is make sure you get a C9, Chaos 9 Expedition win before you do your first reset. Pretty much everything else is optional. Great space. But you don't farm your ascension level. You get the high minimum ascension caps from doing Chaos 9. And then Ascension you get for everything you do in the game. So you never farm your Ascension level. It just comes, you know? This one may end up turning into a dragon meta too. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to clear a whole lot with Big Bird. Yeah, well, you would use a dragon in the short lane, and then here it would easily cover this. And if you angled it properly, it would probably dip into this lane as well, as enemies came down. This one is very spammable with towers up here, which is kind of fun. It makes for some super fun turtle builds, you know? Archers, rail guns, plus something else to handle fodder. There's lots and lots of options. What's going on there, veteran? How you doing today? Still jealous all those crummy guys going to Gamescom, man. And there's a lot of y'all are from, or there's a lot of players from Germany. But man, that is so lucky. As far as like gaming conventions go, Gamescom is just the shit. It doesn't get any better than Gamescom. It is the one, you know? Yeah, you have to be corrupt. E3 is outdated. That and E3 is turned into just a huge marketing campaign. There's very little. I mean, obviously, there's individual game developers that are very passionate about what they're doing. But if anyone out there who has EA'd it all up, it is EA. Nobody has EA'd it all up as bad as EA has. You know? DreamHack is just not... I mean, Gamescom by scale is just so enormous. It's the largest gaming convention in the world. That, and it's out of reach of me, so that's the other thing. You know, you always want what you can't have, that sort of thing. NFS Heat is a nice game. I haven't played that. It's not something I use, as I no longer play the Dryad actively ever anymore. So I'm not certain in the current state of the game. But anything that requires, or it says corrupt, is going to require corruption, you know? I just really like ranged heroes. I'm not a super large fan of DPS builds that require spamming the ground. Charm is kind of like an Enrage. Enemies will attack their homies for a second. It's basically useless. Useless crowd control. In my opinion, anyway. Maybe someone has found a way to make it as used effectively. It's just, it's a game, it's become the game of damage, you know? No, it's not a stun. It's crowd control, but it's not a stun. So you're asking if it will work with controller. Yes, it will work with controller. But by using that, you're sacrificing a large amount of damage, and that's the problem. So the CC value you get out of it is much smaller than the damage loss. The last BR I played, I mean, I would imagine it was probably Fortnite. Fortnite's super fun in really, really small doses. Particularly if you're playing it with friends. It was either Fortnite or PUBG. But I'm not sure which one was the last one. I'll never forget my first Fortnite win. It was glorious. Not that I'm racking them up or anything. I think I may have 3 wins. My very first one, though, I had to pee really bad. And I said, screw it. I gotta pee worse than I care about this. The fact that it's only me and one other guy left. I mean, I just had to pee, right? When you gotta go, you gotta go. That sort of thing. And I went at AFK inside of a building and threw a trap over the entrance door. And I came back and I won. That trap got the kill. And I won AFK. My very first win. You won with 0 kills. Fortnite is my greatest facepalm, y'all. As far as going with the current metas of content creation and becoming a multimillionaire. My greatest facepalm of all time. For those of you who were around back when it first came out, the original Fortnite, or the Save the World mode as it's known as now, I was like one of the main content creators for it. Like when it launched into early access, I was streaming to like 1,500 people. And they say, we got this new game mode that we've been playing around with. We want to do a beta of it over the weekend. I popped in, played the beta, had some fun, and told myself, oh, this is fun and all, but there's no way it'll ever take off. And and look what happened. So I had an opportunity as I was in at the ground level with the Save the World aspect of Fortnite, and completely blew it off. And it turned into what it turned into. The ultimate content creator facepalm story, as far as following content creation metas and going where the money is, etc., etc. Thanks for subscribing there, Catalysm. Godly Gear starts dropping at wave 31. It has a chance, but it's a super low chance. Oh yeah, I paid a fortune for that. I did a bunch of giveaways for it too. Omni remembers. That was good fun, man. It was good fun. I mean, you can't blame them. You know, if you're a person that grills hot dogs and someone comes up to you and says, you're going to make $1 million by continuing to broil these hot dogs. And then someone else comes by and says, you're going to make $1 trillion if instead of broiling, you grill these hot dogs. What are you going to do? You're going to grill the hot damn hot dogs, right? So you can't really blame them. Yeah, but when the market is so diverse, I mean, I feel you. I wish that they would have spent a couple of those Battle Royale dollars on Save the World. I would have loved that. But from a corporate perspective, you look at, okay, I can have these 3 people work on this game mode and make $1 million, or I can have those same 3 people work on this game mode and make $50 million. It becomes from the corporate perspective, which, you know, we all know Epic's a corporation, it becomes more about the dollars and less about the overall impact. I know you get that fast on my pole arm. It's the pole arms drop at a fire rate. 4 per second is the highest it goes. So whenever you're looking at pole arms, can't open my inventory right now, but whenever you're looking at pole arms, you want to be looking at your shot rate, your fire rate on them for the secondary fire. Haste on Monk would be crazy good. Oh my god, the nukes worked, y'all. It hit for over 1 billion. I nuked him. He got nuked. Thanks, Chromies. Fixing the monk. Yeah, but anyway, you see the 4 per second? 4/S? That's the fire rate. So you'll also see ones that are 2 per second as well. That's a dagger. Yeah, you see like that one's 2 per second versus the one I'm using is 4 per second. So you just have to look at it when you're when you get the drop. I only started playing DD2 like a year and 6 months ago. Well, I mean, nothing wrong with that, you know. It's like the same as Warframe. It's nice to come back to a game that you used to really love. And when you come back to the game, you got a long checklist of things to do, you know. It's bug fixes, loot fixes. The monk is fixed. What else is there? Yeah, the rerolls, there's reroll protection. It's all, there's, on YouTube, there's a video description, so the patch notes are linked down below there. On Twitch, you can do !patch, but that's not gonna, that's gonna give you the main survival patch notes. I haven't tried it out yet, Trap. You enjoying it? They're both generic builds. Yeah, the monk is fixed. I got a generic totem that I throw around on various different walls. We're actually playing around with the new shards here, which I don't think it's going to track damage done, so... Nah. So we won't know how much damage output it had over the course of it. The range is so small, too. Get this Slickelion here before he gets all uppity. And then on the Nimbus, I'm just using defense rate, anti-melee, anti-chaos. Yeah, I got health pylon on the reflex. Oh, you mean the game grounded? Oh no, we nuked a Slickelion! God, thank you for fixing the monk. Thank you so much. You know, I haven't tried grounded. I've actually got it, but I haven't played it yet. It looks incredibly good. And then there's that other game too that I've got, Small Land, that's grounded-ish, that I haven't played yet either. I need to get off my ass and play that stuff. Too many games, too little time. It's the downside of being hooked on grindy games. You know, you get hooked on a grind game, you just miss out on tons of other games. I mean, you know, we all make our choices. But we got a PoE league starting tomorrow that I would love to get involved with and play. We got, I actually got a bunch of new tower defense games to check out on the channel. I still never finished Army of Ruin. I didn't 100% Army of Ruin yet, so I want to get back in and do that. Small Land is still pre-release. Which one do you like better, Trap, out of the two? Yeah, I got to convince Aramir that the PoE campaign will get better. Or that it will get better after he grinds it out. I mean, that's like a 30-minute conversation right there. You think grounded is better? I mean, they both look like great games. Look like fun. I mean, Small Land, of course, is not a finished product, so we'll have to let it finish. What else is there? There's Thronefall. I haven't even installed Thronefall yet, and that one looks really good. There's a lot of good stuff to play right now, you know. And it comes down to the, you know, you got DD2 is like a crack pipe. You're gonna just get addicted as hell, and then you're not gonna play anything else. Just how it works, y'all. How it works. No mana. Guess I gotta kill them for real. Yeah. We getting wrecked again? It's weird that our... Like, this is still pretty real chill doing just a kind of a meme build like this in 3-player. It's the Flyers. Right. What do we got? What do we got? No 10s. Doesn't look like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go flyer slapping here. I think that's just RNG combat. You have the good and the bad. I thought it was always 3, because like the first 4 or 5 items I scrapped, I got 3 godly orbs for it. I'm thinking, oh wow, this is pretty. Nah, monk buff is good. Here, 6 squared away. I'm thinking, man, this is pretty decent. But then reality hit, and I started getting 1s. Damn reality, always screwing things up. You'll end up stacking those up. I got like 20 of them in my player shop right now. That was 2 days ago. I was undercutting literally everyone I found everywhere by like 1,000,000 gold per. That now are overpriced and nobody will buy. So once I get some more gold, I'll have to just buy them out. But you'll end up stacking them up, assuming you're grinding it out, of course. Alright, that one's gone. We got this guy. Boy, he popped. It's fun watching the Slikelions. You'll have like 7 or 8 Slikelions stacked up on gates with the big bird build. And watching them all just like milliseconds. Boom! Gone. It's so fun. So fun to see. Yeah, I mean, the roll ranges are pretty small. So someone that's re-rolling, getting the same roll is not going to be uncommon at all with godly rolls. I mean, obviously, getting like range at 368 is that's pretty unlucky, but I think that's just what that is. It's just unlucky. The barb never does insane damage. The barb is unkillable, is the thing. The barb does above average damage, but can't be killed. So yeah, like Trapzilla said, you rely on hero damage, or you can go with the HD build. That Turn the Tides mod scales directly off of hero damage. Or, pardon me, hero health. Well, yeah, I mean, there's min-max builds for every character that do a lot. But that's not what makes the barb shine. What makes the barb shine is he can't be killed. AP barb had its time. The original Onslaught grinder, when there was only one playing solo, Nictus, he was the first person to defeat waves with the 2 billion health enemies. He did it by himself. And he was using an AP barb. He would crowd control, stack up as much crowd control as he could, and then run around and manually kill every enemy. One at a time with the big Falcon Strike or Hawk Strike or whatever it's called. But its day has passed, you know. But once again, if you want to do that and you min-max it, you're gonna find a way to make it effective. That's just, you know, DD2 is a game of shards and mods. You put the right shards and right mods on heroes, you're gonna do crazy things. Shard to increase its Hawk Strike damage now. I mean, you could get some crazy big numbers with it before, but it's like the nuke bonk. It's that one single shot. By the time you wind up a second shot, your Dragolich is gone. You know. Nah, pets on builders are just stat sticks. So you would still want to level them up and still put armor. Like if it's a builder only, you still want armor on it. That way you get a champion score up for the empowerment stats on pets. That's where you put all the cool looking ones, in my opinion. Like that's what I do. You know, you got a pet that just looks too cool, but you're just never going to use it actively. Throw that bad boy on a builder, you know. Nimbus is quite good. It's never really been bad. The problem with Nimbus is it does have a little bit of a suspect AI. It's kind of like does things. It do what it wants, and it ain't listening to you. Is the downside with the Nimbus. But yeah, they are really good. I personally would go with the dragons, but every big Dryad fan out there would say Nimbus all day long. So I think the deal there is, no wrong answer. Play with what you're having fun using. I like the dragons thematically. Plus, I really like the Countess. So I'm biased towards that. Uh, a Dryad fan is going to be more biased towards the Nimbus and Slimes or Bees or whatever. Get wrecked, Skarnash. Yeah, the person named Mildly Annoyed Cloud is not even remotely biased about the Nimbus. Of course not. Not the slightest bit of bias whatsoever there. Yeah, I think the Bees just suffer from their glory day was so glorious that when the nerf bat swung, it swung extra hard. I did 72, but in the current state of the game, anything above 1 is completely optional as far as power gains. Yeah. It was a whole different day and age when I did AP resets. I kind of wish I would have held out and did them all now instead. Because, in the amount of time it took me to do 72 back then, I mean, I probably could have done 200 right now in the same amount of time. But yeah, the Bees had their day. And they were glorious. They were very glorious. The day of the Bee. I got so many old thumbnails with Nicolas Cage, not the Bees, Mimi images on. Assuming you went to Chaos 9 before you did your first one, get to Chaos 9 before you do an AP reset, and then you will find that you may never need to do another one again, unless you just want to. And if you want to, that system's there, There's a whole lot of things in the game that you don't have to do. It's completely optional, and you can achieve sufficient levels of power without doing lots of things. But those systems are there for anybody who does enjoy it or do want to do it. I know people that absolutely love doing AP resets, and just seeing the number go one tick higher on the screen for them is all the satisfaction they need. And, nothing wrong with that. Once again, it's all about enjoying your experience. If you're enjoying it, you're doing it right. Well, you don't have to, is the thing. You do one AP reset, you get to Chaos 9, you do one AP reset, and then you never have to push in any way ever again. You do minimum resets after that. and then take advantage of your onslaught unlocks, you know? Farm reroll tokens, Locus. Finding 10 of 10 mods is pure RNG. You could literally go your entire playtime through DD2 and never find a 10 out of 10 mod that you want to use. So the way you guarantee that you get the 10 out of 10 mods you want is either buying from other players, of course, which is the ideal route, or you farm the reroll tokens and you reroll them yourself. Every 286 rerolls, of course, guarantees a 10 out of 10. So that is the way. But yeah, I mean, it's not unrealistic at all to say you could go thousands of hours and never find a 10 out of 10 mod that is the 10 out of 10 mod that you want. It's 286. And whether or not you accept rolls in between doesn't matter. And it's account wide. So, like, you could reroll 200 times on a weapon and then decide you want to roll on a relic, and your 286 reroll will always be a 10 out of 10. And like I said, accepting that's a myth. Always accept as you're going up. There's no reason not to. Accepting doesn't affect the outcome of a 286 or a 10 out of 10. I don't know where that one came from, to be honest with you. It's a myth that I've just seen people saying recently. In fact, there we go. There's a good for science experience. Yeah, when you get a 10 out of 10, it resets. That's the only thing that makes it reset. So, of course, you know, it's a pity system. So, if you get a 10 out of 10, then the pity is gone. In fact, if you get out of 10 out of 10, then you owe the game. And then your next 20 rerolls will all be 286. I mean, I've rerolled thousands and thousands of times. I couldn't even tell you how many mod rerolls I've done. It's 100% in the... It's got to be 10,000 plus. And my best one was 10. Like, I rolled a 10 out of 10 and then kept re-rolling on another item and rolled another 10 out of 10 in 10 rolls. But that's one time out of those thousands and thousands of runs of re-rolls. And then the majority have been the 286, you know. Oh, it wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, every player that has min-max characters has spent many rerolls. Rolled 3 10s with 50 tokens. Yeah, man, that's crazy good. I'll take me some of that. I could use some of that last night. I rolled 2 or 3 mods last night, and I went through all the reroll tokens. I mean, I went through, what, 800 plus reroll tokens last night. I need to get to 286 again. Well, I'm going to need to get more than that, because I'm going to have to roll 1 to get to the 10 out of 10. And then do a video myth busting on the old accepting. Yeah, like clusters, you want to farm Embermount. Where do you farm rerolls at now? I mean, Resort is the AFK way. Yeah, Wild Westival, that's the one. Yeah, Wild Westival is where you get the rerolls now, and then you also are getting a chance at that snakeskin mod. Well, you just got to remember, none of that stuff you was in there before. All of those systems, the pity systems for 10 out of 10 mods, they were all added later. None of that was there before. So, like, OG players, they could have gone days playing 12, 14 hours a day and never getting a 10 out of 10 mod drop. And they could have re-rolled thousands of times and never got a 10 out of 10. No, completely different system, Jello. No, well, it does have mutators later on, but it's just damage resistance and movement speed. So no mutators to play with. That makes it easier and harder all at the same time. And then being endless mode, you get the full potential out of all your defenses, where you can get everything on the map upgraded fully, which is not going to be a super normal occurrence on many onslaught maps. I'm sure people have tested it. I haven't tested it, but I would bet that someone has, you know, Artie or Rexo or Intasa or Jade or whatever. I'm sure has tested it. I don't think I have one to show. Thaden, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. Everything's up, huh? Yeah, looks like it is. Said it stacks to 999, but it's never gonna happen. Sounds pretty realistic, probably. One of those things, you know? Like, there's a whole lot of ways to do crazy things to be the town champ, you know? Lots of ways to be the town champ that are not necessarily usable in a map. Well, you might be able to get that stacked all the way up in town, you know. So what have you been playing lately there, Jello? Lots of good choices to play these days. I really want to check out that Thronefall game sometime soon. I got it downloaded finally, I believe. I think I downloaded it last night. Oh yeah, it won't work in town. Good call, good call. But you know what I mean, in theory. People who are really testing their things aren't doing it in town. The town flexes to show off in front of the kiddos, you know? You need Terminator, man. You need to get in contact with Terminator and challenge him to find the way to do town PvP, and he will find it. I'm sure you can probably still do it, right? Or no? You can. Doesn't surprise me. I'm surprised. Well, I'm glad it doesn't happen constantly. That would be really brutal for new players. Be getting wrecked in town and not know why. Good for trolling your friends, though. By all means, kill your friends in town. Just don't kill any new players, for God's sakes. DD2 needs more new players, not less. So don't run them off, y'all. Don't run them off. I've played Ark before, yeah. Sadly, I had a bad experience with Ark. I played it right when it launched into alpha. And it was all dominated by people spawn camping the naked fresh load-ins. There's a few games like that where you get the negative first impression. Risk of Rain 2. I know people love Risk of Rain 2, but I had a bad first impression of the game. This is one of the ones that got the 20% loot boost there, Soph. Need to get a video done about that this afternoon. Guardy's got no godlies because you already got all the godlies, Guardy. When your inventory is full of godlies, the game will give you no more. It's a trap. Well, I mean, it's as it should be. If it's a map that is more difficult, pardon me. If it's a map that's more difficult, it should be more rewarding, right? I mean, that's how it should work, in my opinion. Oh, sounds fair there, Jello. Sounds fair. What's going on there, Simo? It's mixed emotions there, veteran. It's not glorious, but you get to make your own schedule. If you're having a bad day and you decide you just want to go home, you can just stop and go home. Yeah, obviously not in the middle of a ride, but you know what I mean. So, I mean, it's got its benefits. My problem is I don't want to deal with drunk people. I worked in the casino for long enough and did nothing but deal with drunk people that I don't want to deal with drunk people anymore. And the drunk shifts are the best Uber shifts. So if you start driving at midnight or whatever, everybody's going to be drunk, but you're going to get the most rides and you're going to make the most money. I try to go for the like 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. window. And here in, I live in Spokane or near Spokane, but there's a large demand for business people going from downtown Spokane to the airport, like between 4 and 7. So that's what I personally usually go for. Not originally, but I've lived in the U.S. since I was a little kid. We moved from Belfast to the U.S. when I was very young. So I grew up in the U.S. What's going on there, Blood Wolf? It depends. There's different different classifications, and then like airport, I think there's a surcharge to do the airport pickups and drop-offs, so you make a couple bucks on an airport run. But going from downtown Spokane to the airport, you'll normally make like maybe 15 bucks, maybe 20, but it's a 10-minute trip. So, I mean, if you can get a lot of those, there's only been one day out of all the days driving Uber that I've been able to, like, chain airport rides. If you get a bunch of them back to back to back, you can have a pretty good day with not very many hours in the mix. Nah. I can say lots of the bad words in about 5 different languages, but I'm not fluent in any one language at all, not even English. Even though that's my native tongue, still don't consider myself fluent in English. But then there's the wear and tear in your car, and then there's fuel prices, the cost of fuel prices. So that $15 Spokane to the airport ride that only takes you 10 minutes because it's all interstate. I mean, you might spend $5 of that on fuel, So a chunk of it is gone right out of the gates to go back in the fuel tank. It's not a great deal, but it's not a terrible deal either. And the thing with me is it allows you to make your own schedule. Like, I'm driving this afternoon. But I can live stream in the morning and then go drive for Uber in the afternoon, and works out great. I'm originally from Northern Ireland. I grew up in Washington, D.C., and now I live outside of Spokane, Washington, all the way across the country. Yeah, you sell a godly item to get between 1 and 3 godly orbs. My wife speaks fluent Spanish, and Dutch. Yeah, yeah. I don't live in Spokane proper, but I live just outside of it. I mean, it's from me to like the downtown Spokane area. It's like 15 minutes. What does DC stand for? Well, I won't answer that one. Since that's where I grew up, I'd be cheating. Discounted coins? Does it stand for discounted coins? Sadly, there are no discounted coins in DC, I assure you. See, with Wabogo, everybody knows. It's the exact same answer as his chat comments. Don't care, because everybody knows. Everybody knows he's just trolling. We all know. We all know. That was a guess, yeah. DC was an awesome place back in the day. I grew up in Georgetown. So Georgetown is not the same place now that it was back then. There's crackheads and prostitutes in Georgetown now, I assure you. But there wasn't any back then. It was like it was a nicer neighborhood. There was still crime, of course, but it wasn't so drug heavy. Crystal meth killed so many of those neighborhoods and cities. Marijuana is now legal. Marijuana is legal all over the place now in the U.S., though. All of Canada. And I don't know how many states it is in the U.S., but there's quite a few. It's money, man. Big money. What, Washington? Like Washington and Colorado were the first ones? And Washington made its entire first year what the hell do you call it? Like its entire first year budget or first year goal or whatever. They made it in like 3 weeks. Now it was the first 3 weeks, so everybody was running out buying weed, you know, but yeah, it's like big money. Lots of bacon. It's only a matter of time. Every state that sees the cash is going to be like, maybe we should rethink this. Because it's a large portion, it's a large chunk of change, you know? Everywhere else in Texas, it's an issue. That's fair. I mean, I really do think it's only a matter of time. I think it's only a matter of time before it's national and not a state mandated thing. I guess they may never do that. Just like alcohol. It's got its federal regulations, but each state does their own guidelines. Yeah, 5 godly orbs and gold will upgrade an item to godly. Andreas? Probably clear my inventory at some point, huh? You can go HD or AP on the gun witch and wreck the faces. It's not a good tree build, Pablo. It's just the generic stuff thrown together. It's not anything I would suggest anyone do, unless you want to just have a generic relic that you can throw on lots of different blockades to play around with them. Then we're using the new shard just to try it out, but we don't have any way of checking its effectiveness. Just because it doesn't show a damage dealt number. Fly is so slow. But yeah, I mean, I'm just using this. It's not, like I said, it's not a build specifically for a tree. It's something I pick up and move to lots of different blockade type defenses. I don't use enough trees to have a tree only build. Everybody's got their preference there. I personally think AP is more fun on the gun witch. But lots of people, you know, I mean, you can't say what's more fun. Everyone's answer will be different. Barb is a lot of fun for many people, just not me. I got a tree healing me, dude. Oh, I got cocky. Scarnash said, no, you're dead. The protective downgrade servo doesn't appear to be working properly on trees at all. That's good to know. Thanks for following there, Dills. Starting to get our trees pushed a little now. The dragons are really good, Lucas. It's down to what you want to use it for. The Nimbus is better single target damage. The dragons are better AoE damage. You know. As far as like the individual unit goes. Well, rockets from a siege roller will only attack it if you're near it. Sema. So when a siege roller comes, get away from your towers. They're not gonna just attack towers. And same thing with the kobold. Well, I mean, a kobold will dive bomb your stuff, of course, but 9 times out of 10, it's a player that causes it. And with a siege roller, it's more like 99 times out of 100, a player causes it. You know? Somebody runs near him with a siege roller, it's just asking for trouble. They're gonna get exploded. Well, you can only get, there's only 2 ways. You can only get 2. There's no additional ways to get it. You get 1 from mastery, you get 1 from incursions. So that's the only way to get 2. God dang it. Mouse went again. Wonder if I'm pulling on the cord or if there's getting a short in my cord or something. There we go. It came back. It came back to me. Bet I'm getting a short in my cord or something. Oof. This is definitely our weak lane. It throws out a little pretty cool looking projectile that debuffs enemies. Game protective downgrade's not working. And it is getting sketch now. Needs better build. Mo better build. Barbarians can... It's rats, roaches, and barbarians. Barbarians can survive the end of the world, I'm pretty sure. That's all that will be left. Rats, roaches, and barbarians. I don't think it's going to hold much longer, to be honest. What's going on there, Zeno? I'm having a good one. What's up, Joe? The new update is bug fixes and a couple of quality of life changes there, Joe. There's a link to the patch notes down in the description. Yeah, it's just turning into super sketch now. We can just call it good after, assuming we clear this one. We can just call it good after this one. I gotta get, start getting my day prepped up for the old, the Uber driving anyway. Yeah, Nuke Monk is fixed. He is beasting again. Nuke Monk is beasting. Well, no hero damage chip is necessary, but if you want to min-max, then that's what you would use. It's just adding a raw stat. G it up to clear the ground drops and I'll bail. So that, and remember too, like swap damage applies when you die. So if you die, you're gonna automatically get the proc. Some people just don't like swapping, and for the most part, most of the time I've played, I haven't liked swapping. Bugs fixes, some loot changes, and some quality of life there, Robin. Yeah, the timers stack up. It's just buggy. My name is actually, I don't know. How you get around it is when you start a map. Like if you go to the war table and you go to advanced and say, I want to go to, say gates where everybody's been doing. It's not going to show your checkpoint here. So if you go back to the world map and you go to, say, Little Horn Valley that we just did, and you hit browse, it's going to save your checkpoint then. See what I'm saying? So, like, for me, my Little Horn checkpoint was wave 141. So that's kind of the workaround, is go through the world map, pick the map individually, then hit browse, and it will show you your save checkpoint. You should upgrade your gear with them, HK. Let's see what we got here. Let me check clear my bags first. There's another Resolute Armor. We're gonna have that gilded quick, I think. Keep getting them. No chests that time. Boo. No 10 out of 10s either. You need to keep that. That can go, that can go. And I'm pretty sure I've got that gilded already. No, in survival, the materials drop from a bag, and you get a wide assortment of goodies. As far as like target farming material drops, you're still going to want to go do expeditions. Remember, they didn't want to make expeditions obsolete or onslaught mode obsolete. They wanted us to have a different game mode, but they didn't want to make their other modes obsolete, you know? Which makes perfect sense. Right, we got 2. Let's see what we get out of it. We got no godly orbs on us. Nothing that we want to bother keeping. So we got 1 for that one. And we got 1 for that one. So not the greatest luck that time around. And I am up to, I got 64 here. But I got another, actually only 10 left there that aren't going to sell because the price has dropped below that now. Assuming you have the proper shards, absolutely. C10 would be possible. Assuming you have the proper shards and assuming you went to Chaos 9 before you did AP Reset 1, then you have all the power necessary to do through C10, without a doubt. I'm not sure of the rolls. You're going to want crit chance, though, not damage. You can get crit chance as the godly rolls, as you see there. Yeah, you want to get to Chaos 9 first before you do an AP reset. Depends on how much you want to blow. They're very noob. You're a returning player. Well, when you do your next one, you'll want to get to Chaos 9 first. That'll give you max Ascension caps and a crap load of starting Ascension. I mean, you can do AP resets without having any gold if you've prepared in advance. Or you can do AP resets and, like, blow the entire farm if you choose to. Alright, let's take a look and see who is streaming. I don't know anybody that's streaming right now, y'all. Anybody from chat about to fire up a live stream? Anyone? Anyone? Because I am going to call it a day there. Gives me like an hour. Cooking dinner right now. That's fair. Gives me like an hour to chill for a minute before I start the old Uber shift. Now's your chance, Wabago. Go live. Go, go. Everybody can troll, can go troll Wabago's chat then. Still not seeing anybody. Fired up, y'all. Fired up. Trapzilla stream when? Go, go, Trapzilla. I don't want to be running a rerun in the middle of the day. So I'm not going to do a rerun. And I don't want to raid somebody that I don't know. I mean, I could always just raid somebody I don't know. Soft's got dinner time. He's slaving over the hot stove, getting the dinner ready. Still not seeing anybody. I don't think Wabogo's going to do it. Soft can't do it. Trapzilla refuses. And doesn't look like anyone else is on right now. I'm assuming everybody's got their drops by now. I mean, we can go to our random. We got Cyrus, Dale Dongelberg, Mythical Ghoul, and Sponge Boy. What do you guys think? Chill vibes. Sponge Boy says DD2 is one of his favorite games. Let's go Dale Dongelberg. A name like that, he deserves a raid. All right, y'all. So thank you all so much for watching. I will be live. I plan on being live all day tomorrow. I'll probably mix it up and do a little DD2 and a little PoE. But anyway, thank you all an absolute ton. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the update and having a lot of fun. And I will see you all next time. Take it easy, y'all. Thanks for the follow, Pokey.